Hey guys.
That's so boring though.
Oh, sorry, do it then. Hey guys, this is a follow-up to our question Q&A. Oh,
I don't know. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is
sorry, I was doing this. Here you go.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This is going to be the part 2 of our
Q&A. So we did
Q&A.
it a week ago, and this is part 2.
Alright, so the question is, how many kids do you both want if money, age, or whatever it may be weren't an issue? Ideally,
Or whatever. I think we talked, and we've talked about it. Well, ideally, when we were first talking about how many kids we wanted 4.
Yeah.
Sorry, originally we wanted 3, I think.
And then it went to 4.
Then it went to 4, and now it's back to
3. I think ideally, if
3.
money and everything wasn't an issue, it'd be 3.
It'd be 4.
Actually, yeah.
If money and
it'd be 4.
Yeah, it'd be 4.
Because right now we still we're undecided if we're gonna have another one. We have 2, and we may have a 3rd one. We're not sure.
We don't.
Yeah.
But we won't decide until Finn's 1.
And he's 4 months now.
So we still have a long 8 months to flip flop between if we want another kid or not.
Well, because Addie and Finn are 16 months apart, so which we did want them close. It just he was a surprise.
We wouldn't want to do like 3 years apart. Because
no,
I've
for us,
heard of
we
that.
wouldn't want that.
That for us it seems too crazy. And
my brother and I are 3 years apart, and it just seems like too. Like it was good. It's just I would prefer to have them closer and then also be done.
Yes.
Before I'm 30.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What was your first impression of each other, and was it love at first sight?
What's the answer? Was it love at first sight? Well, you can answer that.
I don't know. Love at I was 16, he was 15, so I wouldn't say it was love at first sight because I was 16, so I don't know if I knew what love was anyways. So I wouldn't say love at first sight. I would say that I thought he was so hot when I first saw him. So I liked him right away. Not to say that like I was trying to get him to date me. I just like, when I first met him, we met at youth group at church, and then like I knew he didn't really know anybody, so like I tried to be as welcoming as possible, but I also like loved him. So
yeah, and it showed. I knew right away. Well, we talked about that in our last video, so if you haven't watched it, then watch it.
Go back to that one. But what was your first impression?
Yeah.
My first impression was that he was hot, and that he was very sweet. He was just very kind. He was very quiet, but he's still very quiet to people who don't know him. Yeah.
Well, and my first impression, if you're to ask me what it was when we first met, based on what we met years later, because it took us years later to
we didn't date
start
when we were
dating.
teenagers. Finn's
Anyways, what we were saying before Finn got a little cranky was that if you were to ask me what our different times of meeting were, and I felt different about Melissa
because we
each
dated
time.
when we were young. Or sorry, we met when we were 15
young,
and 16
and then we
didn't date
dated
until we were 20.
when we were older.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, we were friends, and I thought she was cute, but it wasn't. But I guess I wasn't interested in necessarily pursuing a relationship with Melissa at that time. Then we met again.
Not that I was like asking for a relationship.
Yeah, now that
we didn't
Melissa
know
was
each other
asking.
that
We
well.
didn't know each other exactly. We didn't know each other that
But
well.
there is another story that we can save for another time.
There is. Then if you were to ask, we'll just leave it at that. Then we met 4 years later at camp. If you were to ask me then, the story that we'll tell you later at a different time, Melissa was mad at me the time that we met 4 years later.
I was mad at him for 4 years.
For 4 years. And then I saw her when we met at camp, and I was interested in her then, and then I thought that she was very cute, and even though very cute, you're still very cute. Sorry. Anyways, and
No wife wants to hear it. Oh, you're cute.
well, let me get to what you are now. Holy smokers! No, anyways, and then later we met each other again, or we met each other a year later, and then I thought that she was very attractive. Very attractive. Is that a good word?
I know. The thing is, like, I didn't look that different, so like, I don't know, like, this progression where you're like, oh, like she was only cute. Like, I wasn't interested. She was only cute. Now she's very attractive. I look pretty much the same.
Yeah, I understand that. But if I then became interested in you, and then I got to know you more through dating and through your personality, or even just the years that it took us to actually finally end up together.
Yeah.
It was a lot of me seeing, and because we didn't, in the time from when we first met, for those first 4 years, all the interaction that we had was, well, for the first year, it would have been on MSN, Messenger, yeah, throwback, and then after that, it was just through seeing stuff on Facebook and pictures and stuff like that, where I then...
How did you know that he was the one, or she was the one?
We knew that pretty early on.
Once we started dating.
Once we started dating, I think we knew after 2 months. 2 months of dating?
I don't even think it was that long.
We'll say
Because
2. We'll say 2 months.
We said I love you to each other before we even
Yeah. Hey,
kissed.
you're okay. Shh. Yeah. Well, we didn't kiss. We didn't kiss for 3 months.
Yeah.
So all you ladies out there, if you're single, you can make them wait. It's
Yeah.
okay. It turns out well.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how. Like, how did you know? I don't know. Like, I just knew.
Yeah, me too.
I know that's very cliche.
It's also, this might be weird, and you might think that this isn't a normal thing, but I remember thinking to myself, before Melissa and I started dating, that I told myself, and this wasn't an ultimatum, like I didn't have to do it because I could have chose not to, but I remember thinking that the next person that I date is the person I was going to marry, and I met Melissa.
And now we're married.
And now we're married for almost 5 years.
Yeah, almost 5 years now. Yeah, I don't know. I just knew that he was the one, and like, I think it's important too that like the people who like are close to you, like, I don't know, like feel the same way as you do. So, like my dad, like he like felt super confident too that Jason was the one. And,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I
We
feel like
knew.
when you know, you know.
We knew. How long on average does it take for you to get ready to leave the house with the 2 kids?
Like individually, like if I was by myself or if we're together.
Sure, both.
Okay, for me, 30 minutes.
Well, for the 2 of us, also 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I would say probably 30 minutes.
Because I probably walk in and out of the front door, to grab something that we forgot,
Yeah.
or to. It's normally to
Or
grab
a-
something that
or,
I forgot,
Or grab Addie because she's running around.
or grab her because she's running around, or because she's running down the driveway. But don't be alarmed. Our
We have a-
driveway is very long.
Yeah.
You can fit like 9 cars in it. So
Like we're not kidding.
yeah, so she can only make it really halfway down
Before
the
we can
driveway,
get to her.
and then we can normally get her.
Yeah.
And then we also normally forget something after we've already left the house,
And have to come back.
and we have to drive. We drive down the road.
Yeah.
We remember that we forget something. Then we have to drive
I
all
feel
the way
like
back.
that all that included would probably be like 40 to 45 minutes.
For you?
No, like when we like if you're including like us going and coming
Yeah.
back in and forgetting everything.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, there's sometimes
Takes a
also
while.
when
Then we can get out super quick.
that we can get out if we don't have to pack a bag or anything.
It's also like it depends on how they're doing in the day.
Yeah.
Like if they're cooperating.
In the morning, normally it's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because they're normally pretty sleepy and groggy, and they don't want to run or anything.
And the next question is, how do you keep up the romance for each other when you're so busy with just being a parent? This is romance right
Yeah.
here.
This is all the time we
Yeah.
get. It's difficult.
Yeah. have to make time.
Yeah, and it's hard to make time. And also, if you're on a limited budget like us,
Yeah.
it takes knowing people, being able to get free babysitting,
Yeah. Free babysitting.
aka my parents,
Mom and dad. Yeah.
for the most part.
Yeah.
And even then, we've been on one date
Since he was born.
since he was born. So,
And, like,
he's
just-
4 months.
I think just like also being creative with like what you have. Also, like it's not just about scheduling out time, like for romance in that sense, like for something specific, if you know what I mean. I think it's also like being romantic throughout the day,
Yeah.
like, with your time together, and like I don't know, like cuddling when you can, or
Taking just saying that you look nice, or that acknowledging that your wife looks nice in the day, and telling her that, and
like giving me a hug when I wasn't
Or-
like expecting it.
or a kiss.
Yeah. Or like sending a text like throughout the day, like I don't know. Yeah, just small little things, because it's not as easy, I guess, as it once was before having kids, because you're so consumed with these little people.
I think everything with being a parent too and having kids is just time is precious, and to take every minute you can to do something good with it.
Yeah. Well, because we've noticed too that they grow so quickly. So they're growing so quickly. We're also like, the time's going so fast. Like it's also like our marriage. Like it's crazy that we've been married almost 5 years. So
Yeah.
you don't want to like look back and be like, I missed out on so much time in our marriage.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We're gonna call that.
But thank you for watching. And if you have any other questions that you'd like to cover, then you can stories. You should follow along and left on Miller. But yeah, leave your comments.
Comments, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you get updated on new videos. Really awesome. Oh yeah, please don't. Anyways, okay, love you.
Yeah, bye.
I think we're good. Do you think we're? So I was just editing the video, and I realized that we said that the kids were going to be in it, and Addison did not make an appearance. Finn made a short appearance, but anyway, so we're going to show you a clip of her, and hope you enjoy it.